Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
Time for our tale of the tape. Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a 69.7-inch reach. VASILII the Matrix Lomachenko. This southpaw fighting out of Ukraine is one of the best to ever do it. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Introducing Josh the Tartan VASILII.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. He threw the hook, didn't land. That doesn't score. What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
Todd, I've got to give it to the promoter. To pick this place, every ticket is like gold dust. You cannot get these tickets. So if you are in this venue, you are watching this fight, trust me, we're lucky to be sat here.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Missed him with that uppercut.
It's a very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice exchange here from both men. Beautiful counter punch. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Neither man really defending themselves. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They exchange punches. As bad as boxing. Here we go for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Good punch. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he misses with that jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good one. That one will count. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That left counter was perfectly timed. And a round that seemed like... The bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sometimes people refer to boxing as a dance, and in these lighter divisions, you've got to have your footwork right or you're going to get blasted out of it.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You can get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight divisions, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
That left doesn't land. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Missed with that right uppercut.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He misses with that jab. Great counter right hand there. Another swing and a miss. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Absolutely shattered. Mate, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump off feet.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They've got to watch out for that uppercut. We're not seeing a lot of defense. Counter punching. Oh, what a punch! He misses with that jab. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. One of the best fighters Scotland's ever, and the Tartan Tornado is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That'll be it. Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
He parries that right jab away. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good counter right hand again. Good counter left hand there. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry? There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far? You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Nice exchange here from both men. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of...
Round 7, here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
It's hard. We've seen much more, much better. We've been spoiled. I'm not being unfair. I'm not being unfair saying it's a little boring. It's not boring. We've probably just been spoiled.
Through the left uppercut, but it misses. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope that...
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That punch scores. Nice counter. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out. Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Catch and shoot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. And there's the bell for round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They can't land that punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
And he just misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. That counter scores. He missed with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
And here comes the 10th round. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Lands with the right counter. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Why sit in a pocket when your punches are this slow? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? You can't score with that uppercut. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Punch, counter punch. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need... Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punching from both these fighters. And he just missed with that left jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And a counter left. Can't land that jab. That jab misses. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. How do you deal with it? That was almost a 10-8 round. And there's the bell to start round 12. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Perfect counter shot. How did he absorb that hook? That one lands. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Right punch. And it's cooked. How do you feel about that split decision victory, Johnny?
A split decision? How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision? Who's doing this job? Todd, tell me, come on, talk to me, man. That is not a split decision. Ridiculous.
I'm Todd Grisham, and how about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? Brooklyn Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend?
There can only be one, Lomachenko. VASILII.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds.
All the talking has been done. And we're underway in round one. He parries away that left hook. They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
Todd, I've got to give it to you.
It looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. That was the moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. No power in those punches.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Nice job landing that left counter punch. That left shot lands. Nice counter shot. Nice job. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the...
He's gone.
And there's the bell to start round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Can't score with that uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. He threw the hook, didn't land. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He blocks the hook. Exchange here from both men. And he fails to score with that left hook. Nice counter shot. Both men step back. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That bell.
I love that.
And there's the bell to start round three. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Catch and shoot. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. So that left lands. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round. And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. That punch won't score. They continue to miss. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. So a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You'd like to see more jabs. Missing with the left hook. Nice counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Hold everything. He caught him clean.
Does he know he's hurt him? Look at him. That back foot went. It completely shivered. Did you see that, Tom?
The clock is... The game plan does not... And there's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise.
Absolutely.
Here we go in the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. That left counter punch will score. Good counter punching. Neither man really defending themselves. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Defense is not an option for these two. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That left counter was perfectly timed. He is down big time.
Gone, I'm telling you.
There's the bell to start round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
He blocks that jab. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Great counter right hand there. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, so you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax. Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that...
I like that round.
Round 8, and we're off again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter right hand again. And he misses with that jab. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. The courage on display here is incredible. Missed him with that uppercut. Either fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. And he just misses with that jab. Last 10 seconds of the round. What would you tell this? There's the bell to start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
A perfect counter lands. Nice exchange here from both men. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That's a scoring left hand. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
And they're down. Will he make it back to his feet?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's been knocked down. It's round 10. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Big hook doesn't land. Neither man really defending themselves. Good counter left hand there. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Left counter scores. Counter right. Swing and a miss with that hook. Lands with the right counter. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Beautiful counter shot. Good defense there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Good left counter that lands. You know that. There's the bell to start round 11. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around? Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Good counter-punching from both these fighters. Not a lot of defense here at all. That one will count. These two are the perfect dance partners. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you. What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Good counter punch. Well, he is glad.
I love that.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round. Missing with the hook. There's a counter shot. Perfect counter shot. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He got out of the way of that right hook. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? He blocks that jab. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far? Looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. And a counter left. Nice counter punch. He's going for the finish.
One, two, three, four, five.
Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.